Wait, ask the question again.
What's up, guys? It's lovely as to coming at you. Yeah, so today's topic, as you can see below, is self-love. Now, this can be looked at in so many different ways. I personally think people don't know what self-love is. So let's just start with the beginning part, like the basics. Like, in order to love yourself, you have to be your number one best friend. When you have that moment and you're going through something and you're like, oh, I gotta call so-and-so and get advice because this is really hard for me right now. You go out your way to go interact with someone else about your issues and then wait for their opinion about what you're going through. That's where you mess up. I had to learn you do not have to go to people all the time. And not all the time are people gonna wanna help you. Like some people, in a sense, oh, you're my friend, but you only call me when you need help. But what if you're a friend that is so good at giving opinions and during hard times? You can't always depend on going to someone for help because not everybody wants to help all the time. Not everybody wants to be there for you all the time. And it's sad to say, people do not give a fuck about you. People do not give a care about your day-to-day life. Deep down to it, if it's not your family and close friends, then they don't really care about the bigger problem. They care about hearing about your problems and knowing your business. It's more of the aspect of people knowing your business and caring about what's going on in your life so they can be engaged in the drama factor of your life, but not the serious mental factor of your life, the part that you actually need the help from. Now brings me back to self-love, knowing that you are your own cheerleader. Like, that's something to hold on to. When you're by yourself, just take the moment. You ever wake up and then be like, okay, let me see who I can link with today to go. Don't do that. Take a day, one day, I challenge you. Take a day, any day of the week. I refer Thursdays because I feel like Thursdays are just nice days. Pick a day of the week, wake up, plan your day out, and do all those things by yourself. Challenge yourself to be your own best friend. Challenge yourself to go out and do things by yourself, not with the comfort of other people. By you doing this, you will learn about yourself. You will learn what makes you happy. You will learn what places you enjoy sitting down at and just being by yourself and just relaxing. Those little things will teach you how to mentally be stable in your life. Like, that's what helped me. Before, I used to always reach out for help. F that. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's always good to ask for help, but at the same time, you can't keep asking and asking if people are gonna make it a problem or if people are gonna say you only come to me for help. So that's why you are your own best friend. You don't need anybody. You do not need people to make you laugh. You don't need people to make you happy. You have your own self. That's why God put you in this world alone. Unless you got a twin, then kudos to you. If you're someone by yourself, you came in this world by yourself, so you're supposed to be challenged to know how to be happy by yourself. You're supposed to be able to make yourself happy. And the people that don't know how to make themselves happy, or people that have not learned that skill, they're probably depressed or always having relationship problems, friendship problems. When I say relationship, I mean with friends. So friends problems, like people that are into drama, always find a way bickering back and forth with people, like, because they don't know how to take a moment and exit. Sometimes you just gotta take a moment and leave and just make yourself happy. When you notice that in your life, like, let's say you don't have friends, okay, go out and do something. Go out and go get ice cream. Go out and get a slice of pizza and sit outside and watch everybody just pass by. Like, go on Newberry and just sit down at Dirty Water Pizza. That's my favorite place. Shout out to them. Go sit down and eat and just watch people. Let the day go by while you relax and just interact with the world. And then you'll notice, like, everything's not as important as people think it is. Like striving for that friendship, striving for that goals friendship or that goal best friend. It's more of find yourself. Find yourself. Once you find yourself, then you'll be able to find people in your life that resemble your likes or resemble things that you're passionate about. And then it won't ever be a problem with relationships and friendships. But we are in a time of age where people are so dependent on each other. People are so dependent on wanting to be cool, or people are so dependent on wanting to be the it person. It's not about being the it person. It's about being who you are. It's about being who you are. Who wants to be a phony person? I consider, to me, myself, I don't like when I meet someone and I already know off the bat you're not being yourself. I don't appreciate people that fake it till they make it. And half the time when they try to fake it, they never make it. They always trying to keep faking it till they get to the point where, okay, maybe I'm adjusted to them, or maybe I'm acceptable to be a part of this group, or maybe I can fit in now. Maybe I can hang out with them. Maybe I'm cool enough. Maybe if I dress this way or pay this much money for my clothes or my bag, maybe I can be with that group of people. Maybe I'll be accepted. You should never want to be a maybe I'll be. No. Even thinking about that gets me mad. Like, no. Bring it back and just let that shit pump. Just let it pump. Just let it pump. That's your self-pumping, you feel me? Self-love. Okay, so, well, I'm getting a little carried away. But it's okay. Now, we covered the self-love, how to, learn when you need to just take a moment and be yourself and love yourself. Go out and do things that make you happy. And one thing I understand, like, people always accept stuff from people. That's the one thing. People always accept people to hang out with them or be their friend or go do fun things with them or go spend money with them. Like, people expect that out of you, and that's something you don't want to make a solid relationship with that person. You don't want them to think that every single time. If you guys go a couple days without talking, that's good. If you go weeks without talking, that's fine. You don't always have to have a friend and speak to them every single day to keep a relationship. It's called having space to be happy with yourself. It's like, I think of it like this. You wake up, you're happy, you're like, oh, I woke up. It's all about you when you wake up. When you wake up, you're like, oh, thank you, God, I woke up. I get to see another day. It's not, oh, thank you, God. Everybody in the world woke up. No, it's not that. It's about you waking up in the morning, being able to breathe the fresh air of the world again, and having another day to enjoy your life. You don't live to enjoy other people's lives. You don't live to live for other people. You live to live for yourself. You live to live for yourself. You live to live for yourself, which means you do things in your life to make you happy. And not in a way like being selfish, like, oh, all about me. No. This is called self-love. This is the video, self-love. Self-love, you don't need all that. You need over here, the positivity. Once you find out what makes you happy, then you will constantly do that thing that makes you happy. So for example, I was very sad and everything, getting out of the breakup, right? But I found something that makes me happy. Improving my body. Now, everybody knows I was really, really skinny, like really disgustingly skinny, and I lost a lot of weight. But now I am gaining my weight back. Wait, hold on. Kudos to me. Getting my stuff back. But the point is, I was determined to make myself happy. Always leaning on him making me happy. Going home to see him. Always waiting for him to get out of work so I can be happy and be with him. No. Now it's more like I do things to make myself happy, like going to the gym and eating right, making myself like gain weight. It's like doing self-improvements. Self-improvements is what made me more happy. And once I started gaining the weight and seeing improvements in what I'm doing to make myself better, it was so relieving to know that, like, when you're determined to do something, you can literally be happy. You can be genuinely happy if you find something that you're passionate about, or something you're strong about, or even a movement, something that is gonna make you productive, something's gonna make you go out there and interact with people and just give something back to the world and also take something back from the world. So it's like you gotta deal with that first, knowing how to make yourself happy before you can do anything else in this world. If you're not your number one cheerleader, no one will ever be your number one cheerleader. That's my point. No one can love me more than I love myself. That's how I look at it. Other than my daddy. I'm sure my daddy loved me to the moon, the stars, whatever galaxies is more than what we know. I know my dad loves me. I know he does. But it's like other people, I want to be able to love myself to the point where I don't have to depend on any love. Now that's strong. Someone that can walk around and just love themselves. Someone that doesn't care what other people say. That's another thing. Once you have self-love, then you don't need an opinion. An opinion is always great, but if you know about yourself, if you love things about yourself, if you know how to just make you feel like you are the ish, if you know how to make yourself look like that BB, that boss B, okay, then you're doing something right. That means you don't care about the negativity around you. You don't let other people's words or comments or actions affect your life. You don't let anything affect how you move. If people are not, listen, this is how I put it. You don't get a check for checking on me, okay?
You don't get a check for checking on me.
So, you're doing it for free. Haters for free. That's something you should be proud of. You're clearly doing something right for someone to point out something about you. Don't attach yourself to people's views of you. People will always have an opinion. People will always have a view. People will always look at you in any other way than how you look at yourself. But you don't make their opinion and their views who you are. Like, people always come to me, oh, your gap, when are you gonna fix your gap? Oh, your gap's so big, it's ugly, da da da. I love my gap. And I can yell that up and down. I love my gap. But I never let people's opinions or anything change of who I am or what I love about myself. That's called belittling myself, and I will never allow anybody nor myself to be belittled. You feel me? That's the lowest of the low. Never let people take that from you. Like, I might get a little emotional because I see it happen so much. People are so evil and people are so mean and like just, they are just sick. People are sick, and we live in a sick world where love is not spreaded as much as it should be, and confidence is not spreaded as much as it should be, and just like motivation. I want to be more than what I can be, and that's where people mess up. They don't want to be more than what they can be. They just want to stick in the same predicaments that they are already in. That the only way you succeed in life is changing your life, changing how you move, changing your bag. You feel me? Like, changing things in your life so you can see changes. Like, you want to live the same life, that's you, that's fine. If you want to wake up the same way, do the same job, deal with the same people and all that, that's you, that's fine. But me, I want to improve my life, so that means I have to change certain things in my life. I have to do things, step out of my comfort zone, so I can just be happy with myself, you know? So let me stop talking about myself. I'm gonna go around and ask a couple people about self-love. We're gonna try to find some self-love, baby.
I wouldn't wanna be anybody else. Hey, you made me insecure, told me I wasn't good enough, but who are you to judge?
I think it means loving yourself for who you are and loving yourself no matter what flaws you have and enjoying who you are and living your life. I think you should depend less on others, because if you depend on others for self-love, you're not going to get very far, in my opinion. You have to depend on yourself and love yourself who you are.
Alright, so I believe self-love is about self-confidence. It's both mental and physical. You treat yourself in a certain way where you be healthy, and that's self-love. And I feel like in the mental way, where it's like you try to be the best that you can be and that you believe in yourself no matter what. I think you create your own happiness. Of course, like, your friends around you will help you create the happiness, but I feel like happiness comes from your inside.
Well, self-love to me is like basically loving yourself and respecting yourself before respecting or loving anyone else.
Self-love, to me, that's having confidence in yourself, that's knowing yourself, that's being yourself and not being afraid of what others think. I think that a lot of times we sort of rely too much on what other people think of us. And I think self-love is all about not worrying about what other people, not requiring other people necessarily sort of love yourself and to just do what you want to do all the time. I think that others definitely bring a lot of happiness in there. I think that you need to find a balance between, having enough self-love, to be able to have happiness on your own, and also to have happiness for other people. I believe that we're very social people, and that in order to be truly happy, we do need others around us.
Well, in respect to self-love, I think people are way too dependent on other people for happiness. They're always looking for external reasons to be happy. So whenever that external reason goes away, they're back to being sad. So I think happiness is truly within. All external stuff could be an addition. It could be a complementary to your happiness, but it can't be the main reason why you're happy. I think people look internally instead of externally. There's a lot more there than they think. That's my opinion on self-love.